What up? I just couldn't stop myself that time. It started because I couldn't hear myself in my headphones. I realized I didn't switch my mixer to the appropriate setting on the dial. And then it just spiraled on from there, if you can believe it. Although this is according to the script. Every stream is scripted. Every single stream. And you'll know that going into it, because everything is planned and intentional, and you know, the way lines are delivered, just gotta hand it off to the writing team. Give it up for the writing team, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Hi, everybody. Good time, Zone TO. Welcome to another Beast Fighter 1 branded stream. You made it. Glad you're here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Let's see who we got. Stampy, nice first. And Pyro, nice second. Pyroson, nice second. And Daniel, nice third. You're streaming. He's pulling for, he's hunting for Primo Gems. He can't stop. Although I honestly, with all the story quests I still have to do. What's up, Zuma? Hello, Pyro. Hello and hello again. Lloyd, good to see ya. Welcome in. Hello, hi. Holy guacamole. Oh, guacamole toast. Millennials and their guacamole toast. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. Hope it's been well. Hope it's going well. We're playing more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. And we are well into case number 2. It's already off the rails. From the very start, from the very first case, it's been off the rails, I've said before. But it's gotten more off the rails. And now we are where we should not be. So, fair spoilers for the session ahead. You can still watch the previous session on the VOD, not the VOD channel, but if you look through the VODs of the purple channel, you know. Somehow not sleepy? Good. That means you either got good sleep or you rolled around into bad sleep for it to have the feeling of not being sleepy. Because that's definitely happened to me. I've definitely been awake long enough so that it rolls around into you being not sleepy. But then it all hits you at once, and then you start to doze off, and then start getting headaches. Definitely got good sleep. Wow. Almost, that's 13 hours? Wow. You're a heavy sleeper. 13 hours, 13 whole hours. Check out the see if my Switch is still there. Yeah, nothing much happened with me today. Tried to set up new TV receiver for our for the one that's been on the fritz recently upstairs on the main floor. And I think we need to get a technician in to connect it because we have a little bit of a complicated setup going on. So we have our router that's there, and then that's connected to the main receiver box in the living room for TV, for cable, and then connected to that is a wireless transmitter that transmits the signal, the video signal, to another box that's in the dining room. And then we have a little TV on there. And that box has been on the fritz. So we have to get that replaced. And I think that's the first time we've ever had to replace that specific receiver box. So the process of connecting it is a little alien to me. It's always the main box that has been having problems. But is this interesting, anybody? Hello? That's what I had to deal with today, so. Slept like a rock if my body lets me. Are you ready to rock? Yeah! Are you guys ready to rock? You guys ready to rock out? It's time. Jurassic Park, Stampy's favorite place. What's up, Stampy? Welcome in, welcome in. Stampy, you wouldn't hesitate to go to Jurassic Park in real life if it existed with all the dinosaurs and such. All the living dinos. You wouldn't hesitate. And you'll be like, oh my god! Oh my goodness! It's like the game! And the movies! Except it's real! Thought we were playing charades? No, I just move my arms around a lot. That would be cool. Wait. Streamer charades? Oh, man. Oh, that could be something, wouldn't it? Oh, dude. I'm already thinking. Hold on, let me write it down in the book. I'm thinking about it. Jurassic Park, no. Jurassic World, sure. I'll bring you with me. Hell yeah. Charades. Wrote it down. I have... Can I confess something? Can I confess something? I've not seen any of the Jurassic movies. Clips, sure, but not the entire movies. Are you George? Dinosaur! Dinosaur. Daddy Pig! George's dinosaur is stuck in the tree! Let's shake it down. Ho 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 ho. No, Daddy Pig, that won't work. Oh, you're right, of course. Thank you, Stampy, thank you. Yeah, nothing much going on, man. I scheduled to hang out with some friends next week. That's gonna be... It's gonna be on a stream day, so might not stream on that day, or maybe if I can, I'll do a makeup stream. But we got fruit, baby. It's not a Beast Fighter 1 stream without fruit. Orange, pears, mangoes, strawberries, some cherries. It's good, man. It's our usual, and it's good. All right, let's see. How are we looking and how are we sounding? Let me get the game going so we can get that. Up. 1 second. Yeah, I hope you're excited. I'm not sure if I'll be... Oh, I forgot to... Once again, this isn't open. I'm in a call, so friends can, if they would like to, whoops, if they would like to join in to do some voice acting, they don't have to, of course. Why does it always change my things? I don't want it to be 1440p, brother. I want 1080p and 60. There you go. Perfect. I think. Yep. Alright. Fruit gummies. Classic. Oh. You can see reality. Hold on. You can see reality. Crisis averted. Okay, let's get the game going. Miles Edgeworth. We're edging. We're edging it right now. It's exactly what you think it means. Yeah, I know these streams don't get the viewership as other streams that I do. Mostly because this is a series, a story game with it's a big series. But I hope those of you who have tuned into these streams have enjoyed it so far. I'm enjoying the antics that Edgeworth and the gang get up to. Okay. How's the sound? How's that? Let me make sure I... Oops. Get this ready. All right. Let's go. The Berry Big Circus. Oh, are we gonna... Oh, is the person who I think is going to be here, who I hope will be here, everyone's favorite character. Only one way to find out. Let's get that going. Let's get this started, and boom, we're going. Once again, spoiler alert, and no spoilers if you know what's going on, and no backseating. That's the thing. I should put that as a pay message. March 28th, 3:02 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, it's Saint. I forgot this person's name. It's Saint Mc something. Simeon Saint, that's right. You withheld information from me. Why?
Eve! I didn't withhold anything, or at least I didn't mean to.
Okay, so you are a member of the Berry Big Circus, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No, I mean, yes, but no. I'm not really a member. I'm still new.
That's irrelevant. You're still a member.
Eve!
Oh, okay. That's new.
Let's try this again. Why didn't you tell us?
Because it would have looked so suspicious, me being a performer in the circus show, and me being friends with Bronco. I thought that if anyone found out, nobody would believe I was innocent, not even you, Kay.
I thought I'd made it clear that I believed in you.
But when you stare at me like that, I get so terrified, I...
You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Miles? Any other client-scaring tips you want to share? You're really not helping, Fender. Eddie Fender. And at this rate, it sounds like we really will need to question him about everything all over again.
So, what do you do at the circus, Simeon?
I'm an animal tamer. Kind of. I'm still learning the ropes.
That's so cool! Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears, oh my? And stuff?
Lions? Tigers? Bears? Oh my! No. I work with this little guy.
Oh, looks pretty tame already to me. So you're not exactly a tamer. More like one of those old-timey organ grinders? There it is! There he is! Monkey! How long has he been there? Money the Monkey, that's right! from our favorite game.
Not now, Monkey. I'm trying to... Oh, you little scamp.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Ratatouille. Ratatouille-like? Something tells me it's the organ grinder who's been monkeyed around. Oh, okay. There's attorneys. Their skills are aced. And when you meet them, you will be maced. No questions asked. The Berry Big Circus. When we spoke to you before, you said you worked at the company.
I was telling the truth. The circus really is a company. We all have titles and everything.
Oh, look at Money. Look at Money the Monkey. Oh, sad. Wow. Is that how how he's portraying Simeon right now. It's not Ratatouille. It would be Monkey Tatooine.
The Ringmaster's the CEO, and I guess you'd call me a gopher. I even have a line manager. She's head of the animal taming department. It's part of the Showbiz division, Showbiz Pizza Place. She's such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she couldn't convince to do her bidding.
Even Miles here. I like to see somebody whip him into shape. I am not some kind of creature, Fender. So this line manager, was she working with you on the show? I think I know who that is.
Yes, it was just the two of us. It wasn't all that big of a job compared to what we normally do. She's usually the one performing on stage. I just do all the monkey work. But I did have a bit
part this time. A bit part? I guess big part? I'm looking at the keyboard. I guess it's easy to typo that.
I did have a big part this time.
So only 2 members of the circus are relevant to this case. Monkey 3! What was your role, Simeon? Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility.
Sure. I came to see Bronco at around noon 2 days ago.
And that was when you brought him the chess set?
Yes, and that same evening, I started work on setting up the stage in the yard. It was so heavy. It was so hard. I had to haul everything in by myself over multiple trips. They let us use one of the rooms in the prison for storage. Workshop A, I think.
Workshop A, where Knight's body was found.
You mean your boss didn't help you?
Oh no, I could never ask her to schlep all that stuff around. Like I said, the monkey work's my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run through, and it must have been, midnight by the time I left. The next morning, I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 a.m. Then we performed until 10?
So Mr. Saint was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. And Knight's body was found immediately after the show had ended. Okay. Yo! Retro Gains, thank you for the likes, thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, partner, how you doing? How goes it in the Wild West? Lurkin, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Hope your day's going well. Hope your stream went well today. Reason for arrest. Do you have any idea why you were arrested? And the monkey covers its eyes with the hair. And why so quickly? I've never seen a guy get booked so fast. Surely even Lil Winter wouldn't just pull somebody in on a hunch. Are you still streaming? Oh, hope it's going well. Thank you for lurking. Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect.
I think I might know why. When I was moving all the stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean.
Oh. You went to the holding cells on your own? Tell me you had permission.
No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything, so I just sorta snuck over and hoped no one noticed. No one stopped me.
But you just seen him earlier that day. Why take the risk?
I've known him since we were kids, when both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me. I knew he'd be feeling lonely, that he'd want somebody to talk to, so I had to go see him.
Hmm? You don't have any family?
For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid.
Losing one's father as a child. I know that pain all too well.
He's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, we do have that in common. There was nobody else nearby when you went to see him?
No, the other holding cells were empty, and I didn't see any guards.
Well, somebody must have seen you, or you wouldn't be in here.
Oh no! No! I messed up so bad, didn't I?
So the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together? At least I imagine that would be Winner and Judge Gavel's thinking. But then the story doesn't line up. It doesn't line up at all. In any case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next.
Last I heard, she's supposed to be around today too, somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen.
Sure thing, Simeon. We're here for you. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word.
But I mean, that is, there's nothing I can do for you in return.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. You know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. Well, what do we have here? A gosh darn defense attorney. A gosh darn defense attorney, that's what. Bravo, big guy. I can't believe I'm saying it, but you even reminded me of your old man for a moment there. I did? From the Book of Gregory. An attorney is a friend to the friendless. Simeon B. Bucko, this guy'll suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be shiply amazing. I didn't realize Talk Like a Pirate Day had come early this year, Fender. But that's just the thing. You never know when a pirate will strike next. Anyway, kid, want some candy? Don't take candies from strangers, dude.
No thanks. I don't like sweet stuff.
Oh, huh. Bummer. And time.
I wouldn't mind a nice ship myself. A great thief's galleon for the dread pirate K. Yahar, me hearties. We'll sail the seven seas together and claim the greatest treasure of all, the truth.
Shiver me timbers, you two will be the death of me. Come on, let's set sail for the prison yard, but no sea shanties on the way, please. What will you do with a drunken sailor? What will you do with a drunken sailor? What will you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hey, Poops, it's McGee. Yo, what up? Welcome, dude. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And Flora, welcome in as well. Hello, hello. Flora Blaze. Flora Blaze, what? Ready for Splatfest? Me too. We're streaming, by the way, reminder, we're streaming tomorrow. All weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday at 8 p.m., Saturday at 5 p.m., Sunday at 8 p.m. It's gonna be good. Gonna be good.
Look, the shutter's open.
Splat weekend. That's the way out to the yacht, I believe.
Let's go take a look. Come on. What are you waiting for?
Huh, someone's excited. And here we go. As we walk a normal pace. His stride, though. Hog Splat weekend. March 28th, 3:37 p.m., prison yard. How you guys doing? How you both doing? Tell me all about it. So this is the famous yard. The circus performance was taking place here just before the body was discovered.
Check it out. It's like the backdrop to some epic festival. That's late epic bacon. Whoa! Here I go.
Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered, which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. Okay, yeah, that's what we determined before. Hey, no worries, Flora. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you're doing well. All right, it's time to take a look around.
Eek!
Hey! What? Oh!
Stop hitting me! Help, Mr. Edgeworth!
Damn. Maybe she should just move? You have plenty of time. Now, go! Now! 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 Cease and desist, you beast!
Somebody! Ouch! Ow! Ow! Me!
Stay, Azia, stay! Azia?
Who's that?
Yes! Victoria!
Oh, you found a new friend to play with. Good for you, girl.
I forget what voice I gave her.
Play with? Your elephant nearly ate me.
No way. She'd never do a thing like that. Azia doesn't even bite. At least, not very often.
Hey, thanks for the likes there. I didn't see who liked. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Thank you on SharePlay. Hope you're well. Yo, Neil. Welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. How you doing? Happy Thursday to you. We're reunited with old friends from the very big circus. So she does have a taste for human flesh.
How did you like meeting a real live elephant up close? Aren't you glad you did?
Yeah, glad I didn't die.
But you did have fun, right? Right?
There, sweetie. Don't cry. She had a wonderful time, didn't you, Kay? Don't mislead the poor girl, Fender.
She did? Oh, I'm so happy.
This is the girl that everybody kept fawning over. Isn't Victoria underage though? Or under 18? Here, let me make it up to you. How about a hug? Keep your trunk to yourself.
Aw, another new friend. Isn't this just the best day ever?
I am Associate Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself.
Oh, it's Regina. Sorry, I said Victoria. Regina of the Very Big Circus.
I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you.
I'm Kay, Great Thief Extraordinaire and Mr. Associate Defense Attorney's Great Associate.
This self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted.
And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Fender, the defense attorney.
Oh, she's not just any elephant. That's Azia, the Asian elephant.
Azia stopped the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina.
Well, I wouldn't be much of an animal tamer if I didn't.
What? So you're Simeon's boss?
That's right. Regina Berry, head of the Animal Taming Department, Showbiz Division, Berry Big Circus.
What a mouthful that is. That's right. If you recall, in the third game, when we helped them out previously, her father had passed away.
It's so lovely to meet all of you.
The pleasures are all ours, mademoiselle. Name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. Oh, he said it! So much for whipping me into shape. The old anime eyes.
Yes, she's perfect.
What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay?
That positivity, that charisma, that energy. Regina, you'd make a perfect partner in crime for the Great Thief Yatagarasu.
Great Thief? That sounds like fun. My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time.
You know who else likes to steal the spotlight? On the stream? Allegedly? Steal the spotlight?
That's one thing we don't want to steal. Gotta keep it on the down low. All stealthy ninja-like. Ninjala.
But where's the fun without a show? The down low sounds like it might get me down.
Bummer. I think we've got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here.
Hey, Kotsu! Yoda. Good to see you, man. Welcome. How you doing? Thanks for being here. We're back, baby. Look. From the Very Big Circus itself. It would indeed appear that negotiations have broken down. Maybe next time, Kay. No longer seeing eye to eye.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get cracking. Too bad we can't see much of what's beyond that metal fence, though.
Indeed. We're in sore need of information in addition to evidence. Therefore, we should make an effort to talk with any persons of interest as well. All right. Oh, it's very calm here. Very calm here. All right. Should we talk to Regina first? Oh, hello. You're here. Mr. Saw It. Hello. Let's look at this stuff here first. Oh. Very similar setup to what we saw in the workshop. A simple studio, sturdily built well. I wonder if it was the work of the prisoners.
Somebody left a bunch of tools lying around. There's a long piece of rope and a pretty heavy-looking weight. Let's see, it weighs 30 pounds. Oh, and there's some pulleys, too.
Okay, can you stop touching everything in sight?
Ah, come on. It's not like I was gonna take anything. Yet.
What exactly were they being used for, I wonder? Okay, so we just take a general look at everything. Okay, we got it all jotted down. Can we go on the stage? Please. Let's look at the stage. This must be the stage for the show.
Do you think people would be interested in a great thieving show?
I'm sure the police will be very eager to attend. Okay. Okay, let's round more. This door appears to be locked.
Want me to open it? Can't guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try.
No, if we deem it necessary, we will simply ask for the key.
Spoil sport! That could have been my chance to shine!
You're free to shine somewhere else, but you'll not make an audience out of me. Don't try to make a monkey out of me. Just intending to make some manicotti with chicken broccoli and Alfredo sauce. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Oh! Can you make an extra serving? One extra serving. For me. How goes the case? We're reunited with the Very Big Circus, or at least Regina. We found out last time that Simeon is a member of the circus, Simeon Saint, and that he's taking care of Money the Monkey. Our favorite. All overnight to you. Yes! Expedited manicotti. Wonderful. A wicker basket, or rather a cart, given the wheels.
Ooh, smells like animals.
I suppose they must have been using it to move things around.
Hey, wouldn't it be fun to hop in and race it down a hill? Ooh, you know what else would be fun? Racing down a hill on office chairs.
Where did any of that come from? Her whimsical mind, Edgeworth. Try it sometimes.
Danger. High voltage. I never saw one of these in real life. Hey, that must be the fabulous garden outside the warden's office over there.
Ah, yes. Warden Lagarde mentioned being able to see it from her window on the detention center side.
Wish this dumb barbed metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I thought it was all one big yard.
Given how protective the warden seemed of her little bit of earth, I imagine it's to keep riffraff like us out. True.
Hey!
Who are you shouting at?
Ponds like this usually have goldfish in them, right? I want to see if they come say hello.
I only see water striders.
Hey, water striders are cool. They can walk on water like ninjas. Whoosh, whoosh. Man, I wish I could do that.
So much for the goldfish. Is that a... Are there fish bones there? What? Who? Bears? Manicotti is good, dude. It is good. Oh. Insert Homer Simpson drooling gif. All right, let's see Azia. An Asian elephant named Azia, and one of the very big circus's many animals. She certainly seems very fond of petting humans, based on what we've seen. Oh. Well, most humans.
You can't just glare at her like that, Mr. Edgeworth. She'll think you're trying to show her who's boss.
Are you telling me she thinks I'm one of her kind?
No, just that she respects you, I guess.
How comforting. Come on, pet me! Pet me! Pet me, do it! Pet me! Alright, we'll talk with, let's see what, Eddie has to say. What's up? The circus show. Who doesn't love a good circus performance, eh? A foray into the realm of fantasy. If the performance is a good one, it can certainly be entertaining, yes. Man, I'm getting pumped just thinking about it. A chance to escape reality, however brief, can often be a powerful tonic. You got that right. Doesn't it just make you want to hug something? Like the circus? Holding a show here, right in the shadow of the fence that keeps the guys in? I guess the magic of the big top is enough to make them forget that they're in the same boat as the animals. The fence. I suppose I should examine it too. It is a part of this facility after all. Well, we missed the show, but we've still got the stage and all the other stuff to check out. He's right. I should also look over the show set and equipment, just in case something useful turns up. Chat over, huh? You don't exactly give a guy a lot to work with, Miles. No, we are thinking about it. We are thinking it. We're carrying on the conversation in our heads. And you just keep going. It's messy though, but I get it. But it's so good. It's good. It's very good. Okay. Talk about Regina. What do you think? Kid's really something, huh? Wish I still had a tenth of her starry-eyed outlook. I suppose that's because her head seems to be up in the clouds. Right? She's so above it all and no one dares to go against her. I bet she doesn't even try to crack the whip with the animals. The eyes go from starry to steely, and suddenly it's sit, stay. I can think of somebody who very much enjoys cracking the whip. You can, huh? Sounds like a real piece of work. Come on, Miles Areno, spill the beans. Trust me, Fender, one crack of her whip and you'll be running for the courthouse doors. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Squishing in my mouth. Perhaps not to that degree, but... Alright. Should we talk to Mr. Saw first? We'll talk to Regina last. Ah, Mr. Attorney, sir! And how are you today, if you don't mind me asking?
Today? We just talked to you earlier, Mr. Syatt.
Oh, heavens, I do apologize. Ever since I came to call this place home, I've been working on my interpersonal skills, you see. In order to be as annoying as possible? I'm currently helping out with the circus show's stage teardown and cleanup. But if you have need of me, I'll do my utmost to help. Okay, helping out. I'm just chipping in and doing what I can, model prisoner that I am. Yet again, model prisoner. Yes, my stay in this prison has seen me reborn. The Frank Syatt you see before you is a changed man. A changed man who now talks to the recently deceased. No, you misunderstand. That was just a moment of madness.
A moment of madness? You're a disgrace to all thieves everywhere.
You're right, of course. I can't deny it. I still have a long way to go. As a thief? Anyway, as you see, I have a shiny new bracelet now. So it's the straight and narrow for me. Like I say, I'm a model prisoner. That's not a real model prisoner. Not that a real model prisoner would need to keep telling me that. Vocational training. I'm doing everything I can to prepare for my eventual return to society.
Yeah, you even skipped the show to focus on your training, didn't you?
That's right. Only 2 inmates were absent. Syatt and Canis. Why didn't you tell us about Mr. Canis sooner? Ah, that. Look, I don't think there's an inmate in this prison who'd talk about him if they didn't have to. He's, well, you could say he's the real one in charge around here. You didn't hear it from me, but, well, I guess it comes with being the fixer. The fixer? Yes, anything you need, he can get it for you.
But how does he get away with it?
I'm not sure, but he's the only one who does. I heard he has a secret way of getting things into the facility. I imagine being the fixer affords Canis certain privileges. Not that I concern myself with such things anymore, of course. I'm far more interested in perfecting my mud pack application technique. And what are these mud packs exactly? They're a special type of mud treatment, rich with minerals. It works wonders on their coats. I've been practicing on the animals here in the prison. I hope to treat them all eventually. Speaking of mud, that reminds me of a certain piece of evidence. Maybe I should try presenting it to him. Mr. Syatt is in the very first game. The very first case of the very first game. He's the tutorial case. So maybe we should present it to him. The mud needs more mud. It needs more mud. What was it? The glove? That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course. That mud's from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. Yeah, the pain, the lawyer pain. Maximum pain. The lawyer that no one remembers. The running joke is that no one remembers him. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. Around what time would this have been? Let's see. The show had already started, so around 9 a.m. perhaps? The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. I think the stress of prison might be getting to him. Okay. Sullied after being warned by Syatt when administering a dark mud pack treatment, also bloodstained. Of course, it's all thanks to the warden that we have access to such wonderful distractions. I'm eternally grateful. Truly I am. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's finally talk to Regina. Sparkly as ever. If you're the head of the animal taming department, you must be Mr. Saint's boss?
That's right. My dad founded the very big circus, but he passed away. he was murdered. I'm sorry to hear that. But we have a new ringmaster now, and he's made the circus bigger and better than ever. He's such a nice man, and he was a good friend of my dad's too. Wow, that's great! Lucky you! I know.
I'm having this. I'm currently having trouble distinguishing between Kay and Regina's voices. I have to give Regina a different voice.
I know, right? It was his idea to set up departments like animal taming, magic, and ventriloquy. Only animal taming and ventriloquy have more than one person right now.
Ventriloquy. The dummy. The ventriloquist. Triloquist.
But the Berry Big Circus is getting bigger and better day by day.
Sounds like you guys are really going places.
They're getting on well. I'll leave them to it. Tell me more about the circus show. Can you tell me about the show?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story. And not just any story. It's a love story. Isn't that dreamy?
Sounds like a regular riot. So who's the star of the show? Let me guess. You?
No, silly. That would be Azia. And she falls in love with none other than Regent the Tiger.
Oh, we know that tiger well.
It's a heart-rending saga of forbidden interspecies romance.
Whoa, Nelly! I've heard of odd couples, but that takes the biscuit.
And that's not all. There's a love triangle too. It's so romantic.
That sounds pretty incredible, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
So the elephant is the heroine? Heroine? Not the drug. I suppose there's a first time for everything. And who's the third wheel?
Oh, that would be the big old meanie who tries to tear our star-crossed lovers apart.
Ooh, what animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth?
Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion?
I think a raven would be cool, like the Yatagarasu.
Nope, it's a sneaky monkey.
That's certainly lowered the stakes.
Oh, you mean money, right?
Nope again. The role of the monkey is played by Simeon.
Played by Simeon?
Money's far too small to play against Azia and Regent, silly.
Interspecies romance. Ellipsis. Don't.
Anyway, the evil villain tries to tear Azia and Regent apart. What will become of the fated twosome? It's so exciting, isn't it?
Wow, it sure is.
So, Mr. Saint was more than just the little helper he claims to be.
Poor Simeon. It'd be terrible if he couldn't perform with us anymore.
Okay, that voice is gonna destroy me. But I'll keep it going. Show preparations. Can you tell me about how you set things up for the performance?
Oh, that's not really my area. Simeon took care of all the lifting and carrying. He's such a sweetie. He offered to do everything by telling me to concentrate on the show. I did see him doing something near that well, though.
A well? I recall seeing one behind the stage. I should examine it in more detail.
You should have seen him moving those huge cases all around by himself. He's a total hero.
Yeah. Sounds like something he would do.
Weeping all the while?
He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all the equipment. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage. But he was the only one who went down there, so I don't know much more than that.
The workshop must be the one where Knight's body was found. I guess this confirms that Mrs. Saint was the only performer to have gone into Workshop A.
Well, this sucks. All we're getting is information that works against us. This blows.
You have to help Simeon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you.
Just leave it to us. He may not look it, but Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done.
And what exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean? There you are! It's Lagarde. Heavens to be... Regina, cupcake!
Oh, Warden Lagarde!
I've been simply dying to sit down for a chat, you exquisite little thing.
Oh? And why? The wolf, yeah. At least we know it's not dead. Yeah, last time that happened. Okay, can we take a look at this again? Is this all just the same? See, it weighs 30 pounds. Okay. I guess not yet. What's up, Lagarde? Tell me about the prison. Do you mind if I ask a little about the prison? Look! Look, it's a cutie. Protect it. Don't let it die.
Oh, not at all. This place is my pride and joy, my home. Sure, it was a prison when I first arrived, and it was awful and utter disgrace.
Awful? I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly.
I most certainly do not. They're angels, every one of them, and they always have been. No, it was the ambiance that was awful. I fretted, I brooded, and then it hit me. The animals! If anyone could brighten up the place, it was them. It is nice having them around. Isn't it just? And now look at my fabulous little family. Wow, my darling Frankie is the very picture of rehabilitation.
Except when he's rifling through dead men's pockets. Tell me about Mr. Sot.
We have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything. What, and your other model prisoners don't do that? Oh, of course they do, my dear, of course. They're all such triers, such doers. It's just that Frankie, let's just say he knows what's good for him.
What exactly does she mean with... Are they secretly shagging? Are they an item?
Anyway, he's a very good boy, so do try to be nice to him, won't you?
Okay. Tell me about the circus.
Loud, soaring music, great leaping animals. The Very Big Circus truly has it all. And everybody who comes here gets to see it once a month. Really? In that case, let me see.
She better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, it is always performed by the Very Big Circus.
But of course, sweetie, I'm Regina's biggest fan. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. She's so wonderfully talented. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Mwah! I don't think I've seen that before.
And she's so adorable, so sweet. I could just gobble her right up. You're not lying when you say you're her biggest fan, huh?
Now poops.
Which is why I'm worried about her. So worried. It's all because of poor Simeon, you see. If he's found guilty, why, darling Regina will be devastated. So you simply must make sure that doesn't happen, Mr. Lawyer. Please, I'm begging you.
I'm begging you.
If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this awful misunderstanding, you let me know. Regina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. The stage, the stars, and you in particular, my princess. It was simply divine. That's so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watched enjoyed it too. About that, dear, I'm afraid I have something awful to confess. There were some absences, you see.
She must mean Canis and Sot.
We were 3 members short. Unbelievable, I know. How will you ever forgive me?
I'm sorry, but you're saying 3 inmates didn't attend the show?
That's right, sweetie. I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3 no-shows. And I always make sure there are enough seats for everybody. But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it?
Indeed. As far as we were aware, Mr. Canis and Mr. Sawyer were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. Who is the 3rd missing prisoner, and what were they doing? It seems we need to investigate further. There's a 3rd?
There's 3 of them? Oh, I was enjoying my chat with dear Regina so much, I almost forgot. I forgot to feed the little one. I must feed the little one.
Little one? Your fox? You're talking about Azia? Oh, the fish? Oh!
Yikes!
Oh, crocodile! Alligator!
Alligator! You're looking as adorable as always, Allie, my sweet.
Do you guys know how to tell between a crocodile and an alligator? Do you guys know? One will see you later. The other will see you in a while.
Aw, she's so pretty! And what a cute name!
Yes, Allie the alligator. Isn't she a darling? She's my favorite, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Within the fox's earshot?
I'm so jealous. Can I pet her?
Of course, princess, of course. That's gonna go well. Oh! Boy, howdy. These two were made for one another. It looked like they'll be busy for a while.
Maybe we should, go back inside the prison and check the cells.
Yes, let's. Perhaps we can find a clue there as to who our third missing prisoner might be. Are they not counting, No, they shouldn't, because Bronco was supposed to be in the holding cells, but ended up in the prison proper. 4:02 p.m. So, sir, Mr. Edwards, sir, I finally caught up with you. Hey, Gumshoe! You're back, baby! Detective, you're not needed elsewhere? No, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Oh, and I got your message. So you searched the victim's cell? Did you manage to turn anything up? We struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyway. It was right there on the floor. Only in tiny specks, though, but at least it's something.
Yeah, it proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right?
Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. I thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victim. They're on it as we speak.
Nice work, Gummy. You thought of everything.
Detective, I must say I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Dude! Gee, don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope things continue to go in our favor. Alright, so there are traces of blood, but not a whole lot. Alrighty, so that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick,
We'll find out how that dog got over there.
don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves. Which is why I brought my secret weapons along.
Secret weapons?
That's right, a few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, ace detective extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles? Very well, detective. We'll try using your secret weapons. You got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector. If it's made of steel, silver, or scrap, this little guy right here will find it. So it detects metal. Very good, detective. Next up, secret weapon number 2, missile. Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. Yes, missile. Yes. He can track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food.
He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Canis's dog.
And now for secret weapon number 3. Where'd I put it? Oh. I missed that. Aha! Am I one snapper short of a school, or is that a fishing rod? Don't tell me we're going fishing for clues. No. I mean, I just happen to have it with me is all. I see. Well, onwards and upwards, detective. Let's see what else you have. That's all she wrote, sir. I thought you said 7.
Gummy, you're 4 secret weapons short of your so-called 7, and one of them was a fishing rod.
Sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll, show you the rest next time. I definitely have some more. I definitely have them. It's just that I forgot to bring them. Why do you think you call them secret? Guy can't just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy. In that case, then I suppose the three you've deemed to reveal to us will have to do for now. All right. Which one do you want to try, sir? Oh, let's humor the fishing rod. Let's give that fishing rod a try. You got it, sir. There's a pond in the prison yard. We may find something helpful lurking in the depths. Yes, sir. Leave it to me. Oh, does he go and do it? Yeah! What's the matter, detective? You're not gonna believe this, sir, but I had something big for a moment, and then it took off with the bait and my fishing line. There's a real whopper looking at those waters. Come to think of it, there is an alligator living in that pond. I probably shouldn't tell the detective that he nearly lost more than just his secret weapon. Looks like the fishing rod won't be of much use, sir. Let's try something else. All right, which one of the... Okay. We can try it again. Oh, Allie. Alligator. Eddie Fender. Metal detector? The metal detector seems promising. Coming right up, sir. I'll just crank the old girl up. And away we go. Is everything all right, detective? Uh-oh. Looks like I should have brought a spare battery.
Ooh, that's not gonna be of much help.
Sorry, sir. Looks like the metal detector will have to wait. Let's try something else. Let's try the only other thing we can do. Missile. You got it, sir. You got it, sir. Hey, missile, here, boy. Yay.
Aw, he really came.
So, what are we tracking? We're trying to find out how Mr. Canis's dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So we give the pooch a sniff of the body.
And he'll find that route for us.
Hopefully. That's the plan, anyways. Does anyone else smell something sweet? All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, sir, but it's there. Almost like cake, maybe? Why would the body smell of cake?
Ads starting soon. Snooze 'em or lose 'em. Your viewers, that is.
Okay, Miss, I'll get a nose full. There he goes. Here we go. Follow that dog. All right, before we follow that dog, we will take a little break for a snack. Go get some snacks. Go get some water as this next break rolls around. And yeah, I got my water right here. I should probably go refill it.
Ads starting now.
During the break, it always starts so early. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? All right, let me go refill my water. I'll be right back. We back. Well, I'm back then. What? Why isn't this connected? Thank you. Okay. How are we looking, by the way? How are we looking? How are we sounding? Vertical, for those watching vertically, are we looking all right? Well, I can see myself. I can see for myself. On Twitch.television. Hey, looking nice. Yeah, I revamped my I restyled the vertical layout to be more mobile friendly, so hopefully you get a better look at things. Fruits. Ooh, big Pokemon. Reggie Lucky. Oh, I forgot that was a Reggie form. Oh, Poos with a Master Ball, you got it. You got it. Well done. How appropriate is that? Master Ball hype. Yep. Well done. Very rare chance of that happening. If anyone gets the shiny Pokemon Master Ball combo, that would be something else. Congratulations. Well done. And welcome back from ads. Welcome back. Let's go follow Missile. How do you guys pronounce that word? Missile? As 2 syllables or 3 syllables? Missile or missile? Follow that dog. That's the way to... He's headed for maximum security.
Uh-oh, he's going in.
We'll just have to follow after him. Oh? Is he still there? Uh-oh. 4:24 p.m. I say missile. Yeah, missile. Imagine getting the shiny ball only for it to fail. No. It's 100% chance. It should be 100% chance. It hasn't failed yet. If it does, then it tells me I did something wrong. But it hasn't yet. I like saying missile just to be just to be professional with it. Is he there? This is Canis' cell, though the man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitors' room?
You think Missile's onto something?
Shh! Looks like maybe he is. Oh. Okay. Is there something here?
Let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, gang granny. Hey, Melissa, welcome back. Good to see you again. Welcome back. How you doing? How are you? Thanks for dropping in again. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing? We're playing Miles Edgeworth. Okay, let's see. Nothing in this corner. Got a chisel and a bell. I'm doing well, thank you. Just getting into this case proper. We're on the, I think we're on the latter half of this. So we're in the second half. It tells me we're in the second half of the case, at least.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, that chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others.
I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's an all-purpose one that could be used in the pinch regardless of the job.
An all-purpose pocket chisel. Makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope, it's my opinion as a great thief.
I walked into that one. I do, but I don't play. Melissa. Cookies? Biscuits? Tea and rice crackers. Mr. Canis clearly doesn't lack for comforts.
I can think of worse ways to spend my time in jail than drinking tea and playing chess. I thought this was maximum security, not maximum comfort. How come nobody else gets the special treatment?
Complaining to me isn't going to help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself.
Yikes! No thanks.
Do it, you won't. Is that a cup? Oh, tea and rice crackers. Okay. So that was the tea of the tea, and those are the rice crackers. Okay, got it. Gotcha. More tools. Mr. Canis's chisels. Everyone a potential murder weapon.
That reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead.
I have no idea what you mean.
See, they're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood Carving Face.
Have you quite finished? Mr. Wood Carving Face. Good one. Lol. Alright, the last thing is the chess set? Or anything else? No? Okay, chess. Mr. Canis's chess set, complete with his special dog piece.
That's not a chess set. That's a whole chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something, too.
It's not inconceivable, some of them are. And this is quite a nice one.
I never would have pegged Mr. Canis. As a chess fan, though.
Thank you, Blessa. Very kind of you. Thank you, Blessa.
What with the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going, I thought he'd be more into Go, my favorite sports team.
Go, huh? Can you play?
I can play Go Fish!
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. Go and go fish. What's the matter, boy? Wait, is this cake what you were after? You want that? Whoa! Damn, boy, stop that! No, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You know that. If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Not bad. You actually ate it? Not bad. That's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees, though.
Gummy! I wanted some!
Daring of you both to assume the food in the prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb. So anyway, it looks like it really was cake Miss I was tracking. Talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts. Oh. But the little guy's definitely capable, right? Sure he is. This was just, a blip. He'll follow the right scent this time, I promise. Seek, boy! Alright, then let's go. Maybe the cake does have something to do with it. There he goes. Oh, I think he's onto something. Dun, dun, dun. I like this. Look at them go. Whatever it is, it's in there. Mr. Carcerato's cell. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard. Yes, sir. Will we? Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Carcerato, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago. And he was here for the noon roll call. Guess he must be on work duty someplace. I see. Now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir! Whoa. Gotta lose 10 over the 20 pounds. Oh, the guard on the... the guard on the punching bag. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's see. To the window? No. I guess it's the tire swing. It says Teddy in extremely poor handwriting, so this tire belongs to the bear. I wouldn't have thought it, but Mr. Carcerato and his Usain partner seem really close.
Wow, this takes me back. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, did you have a swing like this as a kid?
Not that I can recall, no.
So, what did you do for fun when you were a kid?
Chess, golf, flute practice.
Did you have any friends?
Why would you even think to ask that? You didn't answer the question. You gave a non-answer. You gave another question.
No way! He has a poster of himself! And right next to it is... Looks like he never lost the habit of making weight for a fight.
Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see he also has quite a collection of supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein, soul-crushing protein. What the frick? Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
Surely nobody trains like this for nothing. So I guess, okay, so I guess all that is covered. Sure. A heater? I'm surprised they gave the prisoners heaters. Unusually kind, or unusually careless. Hey, high five! Yo, what up? Giant, that, I assume, yep, Giant, yo, what up? Thank you, dude, appreciate it. Thank you again. How you doing? Thanks for being here. We're exploring someone's cell with permission. This was the guy that was taken into solitary confinement, but is now back. Oops. Hey.
I wonder if he uses it all year round.
To help him lose water weight, maybe.
Yeesh. I hope his furry friend can deal with the heat.
I'm sure they've learned to sweat things out together by now. Sweat it out. Sweat it out, Hourglass.
So how many minutes do you think this timer is for, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, Mr. Coserato is a boxer, so 3 minutes would be my assumption. Same as the length of a round in boxing.
Bzzz. Thanks for playing, but the correct answer is kinda maybe about 2 minutes. Why? Because there's a crack in it and a bit of the sand spilled out.
Why does it hurt so much when she's right? You got. Got on a technicality. Okay, got the boxing gloves there, and the last thing is the Lagarde punching bag. One of a kind. At least it's a pretty accurate drawing, look at that. Even got the fox. This punching bag has certainly seen...
What breed were you again, Missile? Sure it wasn't a boxer.
No way! Also, Gumshoe's back. No way! No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside. Yes, sir! Oh? Oh! Oh! Hole! Oh, Bongholio! A hole? Could this be? Whoa there! Wait, Missile!
I'm going in too.
Wait, stop! Sir, I'll go get her. Oh, that's tight. Shouldn't have eaten that cake. He's gone. Rest in peace, Gumshoe. I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait. Oh. Hello? Kay? Are you alright?
You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole. It's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Huh. Oh. How in the world? What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. Did you hear that too? Wow-wee, where was the hole? 5:04 p.m. Yep, the holding cell. Detention center holding cell. Kay!
Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say we made a breakthrough.
Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. Sir, the floorboards under the bed were torn up. Whoa! Why? How did we not see that? Did we not check? Did we not think to look under the bed? So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the road we were looking for. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors, but with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. That takes a lot of planning, dude. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Huh. Did he have some cake brought in? Were he and Canis tight? Were they bros? A sweet scent could be detected, okay. Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt that might have come from being dragged through this tunnel. Well, there was the glove also. Okay, what was it like down there?
Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
Then let's see what you've captured. Oh! Were these always used to dig through? All these forks and spoons, and cups, and plates. Look at that! Spoons, a fork. Guess these were for digging the tunnel. That aside, are those footprints? Paw prints even, from a dog perhaps. Huh. All the more likely. This is a vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question. It does? Mr. Coserato has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Coserato is immediately. If my suspicions are correct. Ah! Ah, nuts! The guards were alerted, and they began searching for Mr. Coserato right away. But after the thorough investigation of both the prison and detention center, he was nowhere to be found. What? How? 5:34 p.m. Is there another hole somewhere?
Well, have the police been notified?
Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. They've set up a cordon around the entire facility.
Good. The first blemish on a prisoner's spotless reputation is always the ugliest.
It won't happen again, ma'am. A rather different Warden Lagarde to the one we've seen so far.
Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too little too late. It seems he might have already left the building.
I'd say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit to the detention center. You're not suggesting he simply walked through it?
What's to say there was only one tunnel, sweetie?
I suppose that's true. Poops.
Well, whatever the case, this is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation?
It would be my pleasure.
And you three can get back to your posts.
Yes, ma'am! Yes, ma'am! Hold on. Which one sounds more like people? Hold on. It should be... Yes, ma'am! Did that sound like multiple people? Hello. Detective, the results of the blood test just came back from the lab. Thanks, pal! The yes, ma'am. This one's called Chorus 1. Maybe I need to turn up the effectiveness of the effect. And then this one is Chorus 2. RoboCop's reporting for duty. Put the gun down, or I will shoot. You don't hear a difference? Oh, okay. What if I hold on? Temporarily. Hold on. How about now? Does this sound like multiple people? How about now? This is Chorus 2. How about now? Was that too much? Now you hear it. Now you see it. Multi-walkie-talkie. I'll have to listen to that back. I don't use the other effects as often as I do with the reverb. Let's see what they have to tell us about the blood found in Knight's cell.
What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified the blood, and it's Knight's. Yep, good. Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? We've got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through, and security footage showing Knight being attacked by a dog in a cell. Case closed. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself.
Canis? Oh, darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here.
I suppose he would have to be. How else would the so-called fixers stay in business?
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know.
So that's what that was all about. He's still not talking, ma'am. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct?
No, and I've tried so many times, I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report.
I guess the killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. You borrowed evidence from the police to help with the investigation, is that correct?
Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Candace is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say, or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word.
just realized it said boss on there. A prison warden conducting interrogations himself. That's irregular, to say the least. Let your guard down and he'll devour you whole. Be careful, darlings. You have been warned. Ooh-wee. And here I thought things couldn't get any spicier. Thank you. All right. He's back. Oh. As well as Winner and Gavel. "5:55 p.m. Maximum security. Judge Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here.
We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk, should our paths cross again, and yet, here you are.
I'm sorry that you thought that I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor. But I am not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I am here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourselves should have uncovered.
You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman.
I do. I promised I would be back to prove that you were the killer, and here I am.
This should be amusing. Very well. Whenever you are ready.
Objection!
Not so fast. We have some truths of our own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact.
Indeed. We are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer. And that only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. We shall prove this to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. Your very career hangs in the balance.
What? You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation!
Not at all. If anything, I am showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was. And I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions,
I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk to put your beloved badge on the line?
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir! I accept your terms. I am confident on my reasoning. And what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co., and I do not intend to besmirch its name. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated.
Very well. Let us see whether you are brave, or simply reckless, or a stupid idiot. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence! Eustace, if you will allow me.
Fine by me. He's all yours, Gavel.
All right, we're doing it. 1 second. Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T. Sorry, one sec. Okay, there we go. How Knight wound up in the prison proper.
You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume? He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell, using the keys he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled into one of the prison workshops.
He hid in the cage? It figures she was going to bring up Mr. Saint going to Mr. Knight's cell.
Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found?
Oh! How convenient that's taking up half of the cell. the view of the cell.
This is a still from the footage we received.
Mr. Saint speaking with Knight at the cell.
Correct. You will also note that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot that Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage undetected. A sound deduction based on what can be observed, wouldn't you say?
A blind spot, which means that the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage if he did at all. So it's still possible that he didn't actually leave his cell at this point.
I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cage?
There's really only one possibility. He intended to escape.
A prison break! That's so cool! Mr. Caserato, Mr. Knight, everybody's doing it!
2 people, that's everybody!
I have to step up my game.
Okay, now is really not the time. Mr. Caserato's escape is no laughing matter.
It's my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That is to say, he was his accomplice.
Wow, go Simeon!
That wasn't a compliment!
I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that, had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show.
Hey, thank you, Artie, thank you. Yes, dude, avoid it. Oh, spoilers! Spoilers! It should detect. I should have a thing where it detects when you're here and then blurs the screen. Specifically on this game. But thank you, dude. Thank you so much.
I imagine that things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from her premises along with the rest of the circus's equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood. Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable, but there must be a fault in her logic somewhere, and I'm going to find it.
I'm going to find it, and I'm going to freaking stab it. Alright, here we go. You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume? Your Honor, about this incident.
You have heard about it, of course. Surely any attorney worth his salt would have his sources?
Yes, I'm aware of it, of course. I simply wish to confirm...
Then you are wasting both our time. Shall we continue?
I hate you. I hate you. Even though you are kind of attractive looking. If you don't count the hair. He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys?
I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I am sure he will confirm our suspicions.
I wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I should press her further on her reasoning. Let's back off for now. Back off. Let's hear her out on the other stuff. Apologies, Your Honor. Please continue.
Very well. As I was saying, it's clear the keys were vital to Mr. Knight's escape.
Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. I take it sorry. I take it you believe Mr. Saint had intended to break Knight out with the cage.
I do. And we know that he brought the cage with him on his visit to Mr. Knight's cell. Because in addition to the evidence, he himself has testified to having done so.
So his trip to Knight's cell with the cage really is what made him the lead suspect.
Yeah, but Simeon, he's just absent-minded. He probably forgot he even had the cage with him.
Mr. Saint dragged an enormous cage all the way to the holding cells out of absent-mindedness. Mr. Saint dragged an enormous cage all the way to the holding cells in order to help someone escape. Which of these interpretations sounds more logical to you? Indeed. As it is a fact that Mr. Saint took a little detour to Mr. Knight's cell with a large animal cage.
That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the keys he'd stolen. Have any proof? Oh, okay, this is the same thing. Okay, I'll back off. Then the last one. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled into one of the prison workshops. Okay. But why go to so much trouble?
Why else but to effect Mr. Knight's escape?
Well...
The cage is made of metal. Therefore, it would have been exempt from the security gate inspection on exit. A fact Mr. Saint would have been well aware of, given that the circus visits every month.
I don't have anything to counter that.
With the tarp dragged over the cage, he could have wheeled Mr. Knight out, right under the guard's nose. That is, had Mr. Saint not chosen a darker path instead.
the path of murder. A crime which cannot be allowed to go unpunished.
She says that Mr. Knight stole the keys, but didn't he deny that?
Indeed. Indeed. And if Knight didn't have them, then her entire theory falls apart. That could be the flaw I've been looking for. I should press her on the issue. Alright, let's go here. Press this. Here we go, let's press further. Sorry, but I believe there is a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely.
He chose the option he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the keys and hid them somewhere, then waited for an opportune moment to present itself.
He hid the keys? I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. But Knight wasn't hiding any keys. That has been proven already. And this is the piece of evidence that proves Knight didn't have the keys. That would be... That'd be the cell key itself, right? Yeah. The guard was attacked, and his keys, including the one, were stolen. They have yet to be recovered. Yeah, we have... Yeah, they weren't found when searching Knight's body, really. Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but... After the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell, and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory.
I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it is such an issue. I still believe he had them. After all, the guards only stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chess set. Knight's chess set. The same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden? Was it? I can't help but wonder about that.
What? But you're the one who proposed it.
Actually, if you recall, that was Eustace's assertion.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
So the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it.
Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chess set. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climbed inside the cage. He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper, all with the help of his friend and accomplice. Had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
But Mr. Saint was a part of that performance. How would he even have had the time to commit the murder?
How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performances follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show was one such example.
She's done her homework, I see.
The suspect played the role of the antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the latter half of the performance, the heroine's love prevails, and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine.
Oosh! He's sent flying by the elephant?
Isn't that dangerous?
Having been ejected from the stage in this matter, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes.
And you're saying the crime took place during that time?
Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no, just a sisk. Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short 15-minute window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell.
Oh? I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence.
And you won't have to. I have proof of a different kind.
Very well. Would you be so good as to present it? What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cell?
It was where the blood was. It was wiped up. It was wiped up, never to be seen again. But so they thought, or so they thought.
This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty Goddess of Justice, grant me patience.
That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Knight's blood on it. Aha! The wind! So much wind in here.
Traces, you say? Is this evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensics operatives.
I have my resources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one. Gumshoe? The detective. How very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decided to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police.
Oh no! Now Gummy's badge is on the line too!
Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk as well. I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However...
Objection! Bad luck, idiots! You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless!
Mr. Winner, I've forgotten you were there. It was nice while it lasted. Oh! Oh!
I just butted in to tell you that your entire argument is one big inconsistency. You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mutt also wiped the blood up before I left the scene? Uh-oh. What other tricks can it do, huh? A blood-wiping dog? You're a joke.
You'd have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Helmet. Yes, you would.
What?
That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. How convenient is that? He's a very tidy boy, you know. Never misses a drop. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence, after all. Saved by an assassin of all people. Jeez Louise! You could have just taught the little guy to shake hands! Oh, he does that marvelously too. Although, the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then...
La 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 la, I'm not listening, la la la.
I see. Very well then, Mr. Edworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering. Your understanding is much appreciated.
Wait, I'm not done yet. I just thought of something else.
Overruled. Ooh, boy, somebody's taking no prisoners. Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
All yours, Gavel.
Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer. Oh? My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence. I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you something else. This piece of evidence shows how the dog could freely travel between the prison and the detention center. There's a hole in the ground, and a hole in the ground in the detention cell, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around. Do I do the tunnel? Yeah, probably the tunnel prince.
Take that!
Take that! Whoosh! This is... Oh, you probably know this one as well. It's a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison.
What? Secret passageway?
It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Carcerato. Oh my goodness, Axela Dillium Billiam III Esquire. How you doing, man? Thank you so much. Dill, Zach, Raiders, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Here is a raid alert while I give you a shout out. Here you go. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jerome, Beastfighter1. I do silly, stupid streams here on the internet. I'm your 12th third choice as your favorite streamer. And we're playing some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. And we're getting into the second half of this case here. It's been one wild ride. How did Deltarune go? How'd that go, dude? You're tired? Hey, if you need to raid and run, no worries, dude. Go get some rest, food, water, go piss or whatever you have to do. Please go do your post-stream care routine. But thank you. Stampy, hello, welcome back. Very fun for the first ever time experiencing it. Oh, yeah, that's right, you're playing it for the first time. I haven't played it yet, so I'm trying to avoid spoilers as well. Dude, secret boss. Well, there's always a secret boss in those games. In Undertale, yeah. First time blind. First time. Hope that went well. I'm freaking hungry, dude. I need to finish my fruits. Ah! That's me yelling. Those runes sure were Delta. I'll take your word for it. But if you're lying to me, if those runes aren't Delta when I play it, you're on thin ice. You'll be on thin ice. Not yet. I can finish and get chapter 1 done. Nice. How many chapters are out right now? 3? Let me just keep the music going here. Oh, there's 5. Oh. Is that the entire game? Is chapter 5 the last one? You're an alpha, so I wouldn't be. I'm the alpha. 7 or 8 chapters planned in total. I almost thought you were gonna make me say the numbers. Zach, no! I knew. I'm looking out. I'm not Zach, as seen above. Poops, no! No, please. I'm kind of proud of myself for not having said it on stream much recently. I think the last time was during Donkey Kong Country Chocolate Freeze. Oh, okay. All right, fine. All right, okay. I know I'm not meant to say it at all, but out of the times I have, between when it last happened and now, it's been a while. Given those circumstances, I think you can agree. No! I get one for someone else, but not for myself. All right, let's get back into it. Thank you again, Dale, for the raid. Thank you, Raiders. We'd love for you to join us as well for this game. There are spoilers, by the way, for if you have not seen this game before. But we're more than halfway into the second case here. Look at this guy. Look at Mr. Rocco Carcerato. It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Carcerato, escapee. There's a hole. There's a hole in the prison cell. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held. Yeah. Also, what do you think of this judge? Judge Gavel.
Well, this is certainly a surprise. To think that it was beneath our feet this entire time.
Yes. Mr. Canis, you know of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder. Oh? What? In the name of the goddess of justice, overruled, Mr. Edgeworth. You are out of line.
Hold it!
How so, Your Honor?
Overruled.
Evidence is everything, whether in a court of law or at the scene of an investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase?
Mr. Chips!
Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report.
Oh no, she's using the autopsy against us! It's usually us doing it! I'm not a fan of the judge at all. Yeah, but look past the personality. Look past the most important part. I missed the other judge. Oh, when am I coming in? His autopsy report.
When did we get that?
How do you not know you had it?
The police handed it to me only a short while ago.
You know what? Valid.
The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value to tell us nonetheless.
She's mewing. You see that? See that? She's mewing. The pink cape. Is it pink? I thought it was just the lighting, but I guess it is a slight shade of pink.
The goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages, Mr. Edgeworth. Cause of death, stab wound to the throat. And the weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort. It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon, but its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used a knife instead?
Please, Candace, please. Please say you taught the dog how to use a knife. Please. Please. But that's impossible.
That will be all. This court is adjourned.
Nuh-uh. But the tunnel, the paw prints.
What of them? Helmet is something of a wanderer. Perhaps he just happened across the tunnel one day. Although I couldn't say for certain. I myself cannot wander quite so freely.
That would be quite a coincidence, but I can't prove it's not the case either. She sure knows how to keep a secret, huh? Kinda wish she kicked us in the teeth a little earlier with that. She was baiting me, edging me, waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with that autopsy report. And I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
You are lead attorney for the defense, correct, Mr. Fender? This is the interim autopsy report in question. I do apologize for the delay.
Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for hooking us up. Okay. So multiple stabs in the neck. Death was instantaneous. Okay. Get in front of everybody, in public. Well, not public, but in front of all these people. Yeah, this all checks out. Yep.
Mr. Fender, a handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know. So please feel free to let go of my hand. It's not a holy relic after all.
I was just trying to be friendly, Your Honor. Also, it's pretty soft.
Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel.
All right, I got it.
Nice work, Gavel. Just like we planned it.
I did only as you instructed, Eustace, but thank you.
This report came from the police. I have no choice but to accept its legitimacy. But if the dog didn't kill Knight, then that takes Canis out of the running.
The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edgeworth, and she is merciful. She tells me that you might yet keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest.
What's our move, sir? I think she really means it this time. What do you think, Detective? My answer remains the same, Judge Cavell. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated.
Even with how things stand, you still refuse to concede? This may very well be your last chance. Your badge hangs by a thread.
Then let it fall if it must. That was also part of it. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client.
The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept yet another offer of mercy.
Attaboy, Miles. That's what I like to see. Looks like the defense never rests is really starting to mean something to you. Credit to your old man, though. He is the one who said it first.
My father?
In fact, I could swear I saw Gregory's spirit in you for a second there. You said that you've changed since your days in Von Karma's shadow. I didn't believe you at first, but I'm starting to.
Thank you, Fenda.
All right, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. Put your thinking caps on. It's make or break time. If it's true that Knight was off with the bladed weapon, does our whole case really fall apart?
A bladed weapon? Of course.
There were 5 chisels in Canis' cell when we last looked. A former assassin certainly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case, the weapon that killed Knight was...
Have you quite finished? It would be in your best interest to
Evidence is everything. It
may well be my little catchphrase, but it's also true.
So the murder weapon was a sharp blade? Then where is it? The guards didn't find it.
Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you driving at?
What if I were to tell you that I now know what the real murder weapon was? And it was right under our noses the whole time. Indeed. It was one of Mr. Canis's chisels.
What?
I would advise you to stop bombarding us with your irresponsible, half-baked theories, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. You have repeatedly insisted that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog. I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and the scene of the crime. If the murder weapon was in fact a chisel, then yes, the murderer could not have been the dog. But that begs the question of what exactly it was we saw in the security footage.
Oh yeah, the security footage. How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants?
An excellent question. The footage shows it wasn't exactly a dog. It wasn't exactly a dog. It was. What was it? Oh, it could be somebody attacking the dog jumping on somebody, the dog killing somebody. So it could be. Well, what we saw, it was a black figure, but it wasn't. We couldn't really discern if it was the dog or not. But in order for our theory to be correct, it would be the dog jumping on somebody, right? Mr. Canis's dog jumping up at Knight. The dog attacked Knight, but he didn't kill the man.
He didn't?
No, Knight was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse through the tunnel. He dragged an alive but unconscious Knight. The real killer was the dog's master. Oh, I get it. By bringing Knight here, Mr. Canis could finish the job.
And he could definitely use one of his chisels to do it.
Correct. You, but hit Hama Canis. But hit the Hama Canis. You're the only one who could have done it.
Objection!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you ever get this on your report card? Refuses to listen. Must learn to respect others.
Are you asking me or confessing on what's on yours? Oh! His not very nice to look at. Jimmy Neutron in real life.
We already searched Mr. Canis's cell from top to bottom, right, Gavel?
Yes, we even inspected his chisels. All 4 of them. There wasn't a single speck of blood.
Wasn't there a 5th? Why, thank you, Your Honor. You have just confirmed my theory.
I have? What exactly do you mean?
The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4.
Oh yeah, I remember counting them. Definitely 5.
And the one that's missing is the small one. The one we thought might be a pocket chisel. Mr. Canis, where did you hide that chisel? A pocket chisel? And what use might I have for such a thing, I am rarely allowed to leave my cell. In which case, he shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon. Ah! Huh. You've dug your own grave, Mr. Canis.
You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us?
For a man who can't leave his cell of his own volition, Canis could only have hidden the chisel here. Well, it would make sense that it would be here, right? In maximum security? Still in here? It's still in here. Mr. Canis is still a prisoner, despite the comfort he enjoys. He is rarely allowed out of his cell. He could have given the chisel to his dog to leave somewhere. But that would have been far from ideal. He would have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up. Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth. Furthermore, this room is the one place where a bladed instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? 7 chisels? 8 chisels?
Didn't you miss a number?
No. A fact he took full advantage of. Ah, the old keep the incriminating evidence close routine. Classic.
Objection!
But I looked. I searched the whole cell myself, and there's just nowhere he could have hidden it.
Objection!
I am certain that the murder weapon is here, and that the reason why no one has found it yet is because it was hidden in such an ingenious manner. Do enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth. What was my ingenious plan? Think, Miles. There must be a hiding spot he could make use of. Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing? He's not showing us out permanently, right?
Let's get out of here. Come on.
hasn't made a sound today. When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Candace even encouraged him to do so. Why does he have no pupils? I mean... He's creepy. What else what else am I to say? They gotta add more to it. That must be it. I knew something was off. No, he's blind. That's it. He's blind. He's blind. I don't know how blind. I guess legally blind, but that's his service dog. His service and murder dog. That must be it. I knew something was off. I can hardly believe it, but I think I know where he hid the murder weapon. Up the dog's rectum. Giving up already. I expected more of you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
As well you should, if you would give me a moment. But this piece of evidence shows where you hid the murder weapon. Are we saying the dog? Are we saying the dog? The black dog? He swallowed it whole? Your dog. He seems unusually quiet today. Oh. Mr. Canis, if you'll be so kind as to open Helmet's mouth. Oh, come now. He hasn't barked because he is a good, well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time.
Starting soon.
And order him again.
Use 'em or lose 'em. Your viewers, that is.
And order him again, this instant. It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide? If you insist. Come on, Helmet. Open up. Oh, there it is! There it is, dude! Whoa! Alright. With this revelation... What? And there we have it. The chisel that small was easy enough for a dog the size... Alright, and we will pause for this break. Sorry, those ads come in really quick. I don't know why. I don't know why. Take a little break here. This has been a perfect length for this session, honestly. This still might have one more part to this case, I think. It's looking like... If we can't prove this now, then it's gonna have to go to the next session. We're 4 sessions into this. 4 stream sessions into this, and we're still on case 2. We're still on case 2, dude. Can you believe it? We got money foxing. Can you believe it? The classic dog ate my murder evidence. Dog ate it. Yeah, no wonder the dog was really quiet. I hadn't noticed that before, but the dog is just like constantly at our throats. Pardon me. Just a lot of fruit to go through. Wap, 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 wap. Zach. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. 1 second. Excuse me. Yeah, if we can't prove this now, then it's gonna definitely go to the next session. The dog did it. Well, it's possible that the dog could have yeah, there's no blood in that tunnel, was there? Though with that, it is still possible that the dog carried the chisel in its mouth, leaped up at night, and murdered him right there, or at least did most of the work, maybe. All right, welcome back from ads. Let's get back to it. Here. So Edward said, and there we have it. A chisel that small was easily enough for a dog of this size to... And then Eustace goes,
What? A chisel in the dog? Why is there a chisel in the dog?
I thought he'd been strangely quiet. I guess his brain has finally caught up. Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood were detected on the chisel.
What?
Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Oh. Alright, so we're on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah? The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. Okay. Hidden by Canis inside of his dog's mouth has a small bell attached to it. Oh, we saw that too, yeah. Mr. Canis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself. Oh? We found the route your dog took to the holding cells, and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why does he always laugh like that, even when it's not funny?
Poor helmets. How could they suspect us? You leave me little choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I have grown tired of killing. Something's not right. Why is he so calm? Very well. The court will hear Mr. Canis's testimony. If you would be so kind. Gladly. Alright, here we go. Canis's defense. Sorry. Perhaps you might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him. No connection whatsoever. Is that so? I immediately know. Excuse me. Goodness. Pardon me. Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Could it be you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Helmet only bears his fangs when I tell him to. I am not so bloodthirsty that I would kill a man I did not know.
I mean, when he puts it that way.
An assassin only kills his acquaintances. Not the soundest business model, I agree. My work required me to deal with strangers, of course, but murder for its own sake? That's not my style. So I need to prove a link between Knights and Canis. I should go over the evidence again and see what I can discover. I know exactly, if you remember last time. But we will press. Perhaps you might begin to explain what you believe my motive to have been.
Hold it!
I'm puzzled by this focus on motive. Aren't you an assassin? Assassin or not, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't spill blood for nothing. Neither in a professional nor in a private capacity. That's just not how it's done, is it, boy? No, it's not. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him. No connection whatsoever.
Hold it!
Oh? You didn't know who he was? That's quite unlike you, Mr. Canis. You overestimate me. I always said you underestimate me. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Perhaps you had a harder time putting me in here than I had realized, but I am no master criminal. That said, you are no run-of-the-mill prisoner either. You're the fixer, correct? I find it highly unlikely that the man in such a position would have no knowledge of the new detainee at all. You have a rather inflated idea of my position. I have my connections, yes, but I am not all-knowing, and I knew nothing of Mr. Knight. Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead?
Hold it!
You're an assassin. Since when have you needed a motive? He's a strange man, isn't he, Helmet? Yes, he is. Is he a fool, a genius? It's so hard to say. Drop the act, Mr. Canis, and answer the question! No, you will answer mine. Who am I, Mr. Edgeworth? I am the very same person you caught. An assassin, a murderer for hire. Were I one to kill without rhyme or reason, I would still be free to recite sutras in peace out there. Could it be you're suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Maybe? Of course not. But your dog was trained to kill. What is this man talking about? Helmet? Why would he say such an awful thing about you? He is a silly man, that's what he is. Yes. Then perhaps he killed the wrong person. That would explain the lack of motive. Oh. Do your precious police dogs attack people willy-nilly? Have some respect, Mr. Edgeworth. If you are going to accuse Helmet of something, at least show us some evidence to back up your claims. Ugh, I would if I had any. Frick! Helmet only bares his fangs when I tell him to.
Hold it!
Then you must have done so, didn't you? You ordered Knight's death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you'll have to try harder than that. Have you forgotten what I just said? I did not know Mr. Knight. I did not even know that name. If you're going to insist otherwise, then the least you can do is show us some sort of proof. He must show us some proof, mustn't he, Helmet? Yes, he must. Whether it was Canis or his dog that committed the killing, Knight wouldn't be dead if Canis himself hadn't wanted him to be. So my first order of business should be to prove that Canis and Knight knew each other. I never knew Knight and okay, so maybe on this one, we do the chess. Where are the notes there? The chess diagram. Yeah. There you go. We found this in the cell. Who else plays chess? Who else do we know plays chess in this present? You're getting sloppy, Mr. Canis. You may have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but some things still require human touch. We found this in the victim's room. It's the record of a game of correspondence chess. What's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. he's the freaking dog in the sunset. What? The number of possible games has been calculated to be 10 to the power of 120, and that's on the low end.
Wait, so that's 10 times 10, 120 times over, right? 100, 1,000. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big?
A vanishingly unlikely coincidence, that's what. Now, tell us why you killed Knight. Unless, that is, you would prefer to explain the coincidence. He's going to. Well, they do say that truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence.
But that's totally impossible. We just proved that.
A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see. And yet here we are. Helmet is as surprised as I am. Aren't you, Helmet? Yes. Okay, did the two have some sort of connection? A misconnection, perhaps? I suppose there's nothing for it but to finally tell the truth, boy. The other prisoners had all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort, I believe. Here I was, minding my own business, when in comes Helmet, dragging a corpse of all things. Had quite the shock, not least because the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's neck. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmet take the body to the workshop. Whoa. Once there, he removed the murder weapon and brought it back to me, just as I had asked. The dog pulled out the murder weapon in the workshop? Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess after all.
You know something? That totally makes sense. That makes total sense. Remember what Mr. Sod said, Mr. Edgeworth? That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat.
What did you just say?
It was hellish. Utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him.
I see. So what Mr. Saw actually saw was Helmet removing the murder weapon then? Precisely. I can't say I wasn't a little disappointed that he was spotted, of course. Silly boy. It's not like you to slip up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man. At most, I am responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? Poor Helmet is growing restless.
Objection!
Sorry, but if you could entertain us for just a little longer, Mr. Canis. Fenda? No offense, Palio, but I don't think you've quite told us everything. How about a hug instead? I'm sure we'd all like to know why you thought you needed to pull the chisel out in the first place. He's right. It makes sense that he would move the body to avoid suspicion, but Canis had no reason at all to recover the murder weapon. True. So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought.
Please answer the question, Mr. Canis.
And shh. It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel, and the one around the helmet's neck have a very distinctive design, if you will. Of course, there was something of a trademark of yours, were they not?
I don't get it. How does that even work?
But it harmed Canis, the blind butcher. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. Yep, you've heard that many times now. The last sound his victims would hear. You flatter me. Though it's been some years since you last saw one of them, you remember them well. Your knife and its attached bell were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our case against you. Yes, it was but one of my bells, one of only two in existence. Just two? Two and only two. One for my knife and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all, and I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. Okay. It was seized by the police. When Helmet brought the body to the cell, I was rather surprised to hear a familiar sound. At first, I was sure that my knife had been used to do the deed. But no, a chisel, an ordinary chisel. It's certainly no assassin's blade. Nonetheless, the bell would have suggested my involvement. Compounding the matter is the fact that I am the only person in the prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become the prime suspect, and so the chisel had to be removed and hidden.
Hold it!
You still claim that all you did was have the dog move the body? That had nothing to do with that you had nothing to do with the killing? How could I? I told you, the chisel was not mine. You need not take my word, Mr. Edgeworth. Why not have it checked for fingerprints? Eustace!
Huh? Me? But I don't know how to check for prints.
Get forensics.
Oh, right. Sure thing.
You idiots! Stupid dumb idiot.
We got him. Fingerprints. They're Mr. Knight's.
And Mr. Canis's?
Nope. Just Mr. Knight's. Oh, and forensics said there's no sign of any primps having been wiped off.
Oh. Only Knight's fingerprints? This isn't good.
Should I get them to check again?
Now do you see? I have never so much as touched that chisel. Helmet carried it in his mouth, that is all. Therefore, any prints must belong to whoever had it last. Ugh! So the murder weapon belonged to the victim? Ooh, that's not helpful. As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Or do you wish to suggest otherwise? Ugh! I've got nothing to counter with. But what could this mean? Is he not the killer after all? Is he actually telling the truth? No, he can't be. I am sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth, but if you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate you throwing this investigation into chaos. Am I clear? You've done it now, sir. She's serious. I hate to admit it, but the fingerprints turn everything on its head. Without more evidence, I'm back to square one. Again! Once again.
Wait, something doesn't add up. A few things, actually. What would Mr. Knight have needed a chisel for?
He can do a lot with a chisel, child. Break out of prison, for one.
Alright, then how did he get it in here? There's no way the guards would let him bring a super sharp tool with him, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Kay comes to the rescue.
Hey! Earth to Mr. Edgeworth! You can't just stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The important thing is finding the truth, you know? It doesn't matter how we get there. As long as we save Simeon in the end. We can't give up now, or ever.
Yeah, what she said. I like the song. I'll second that. You want me around with that, Kay? I'm half tempted to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never rests. Or rather, like your pop said. What do you think lies at the heart of those words, Miles? Any guesses? The heart of those words? It's like this. As defense attorneys, our client's fate rests on our shoulders. We're the only ones they can turn to. Simeon's our client, and we're the only ones who can save him. So we can't rest. Not while he's counting on us. I'm not about to turn my back on your old man's legacy. Are you? I'm an associate with the defense now. No. I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I have chosen. And that means that if I fail to save my clients, I have failed in my duties. I will honor my father's vision and save Simeon Saint. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one path is blocked, I must simply find another. There we go, baby. That's Edgeworth. That's our Edgeworth.
There we go. That's the Miles Edgeworth I know.
Shut up, kid.
I said that. Now let's find the new path forward. We can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight brought that chisel into the prison.
Right, how would Knight have managed to bring a chisel in there? The chest set, right? The hidden compartment. Usually it wouldn't be possible to bring a metal object into the facility undetected.
Because of the security gates, right?
Correct, but we already know that checks at one of the gates have been entirely thorough of late. Namely, the gate at the entrance to the detention center.
That gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check.
Are you telling me that the chest set wasn't put through the metal detector?
It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in the regard of late.
Aha! Oops. Aha! Knight took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Saint bring him the chisel, hidden inside his pocket chest set.
That does answer one of our questions, and it suggests that the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's and not Mr. Canis's.
Yep. However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That's of the security footage in which Knight is attacked by a dog. How does one explain it if Mr. Canis was not the culprit? But then, how do you explain his prints not being on the murder weapon? This one's a real three-piper. Three-piper? I barely know her. 3.
The court, too, finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation.
Wait, sir! I think it might be time to show you another one of my secret weapons. Introducing secret weapon number 4, Lil V. A video mixer? What sort of name is that, detective? I came up with it myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage.
An excellent idea. Perhaps then you might finally see that I am telling the truth.
Who knows there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try. Alright, want me to talk you through how to use it, sir? Seeing as I'm not exactly familiar with video analysis techniques, perhaps I should hear them out. Sure, why not? If you could run me through its functions, detective, that would be most appreciated. Yes, sir! All the more reason to talk like Gumshoe. So basically, you just gotta do what you always do. Examine anything that catches your eye. And I can examine things with X, I see. Next up, see those controls at the bottom of the screen. The panels on the left and right let you rewind or fast forward. And you can use the middle one to pause. Get used to those, and you're golden, sir. It seems like I also press R to fast forward, L to rewind. Press A to pause. Right. When the video is paused, you can go to the previous frame with L, or next frame with R. Or just use the same control panels I showed you earlier. Lastly, I better explain how to zoom in. Just line up the old cursor with the area you want to take a closer look at, then use the panel on the bottom right, and Lil V will do the rest. Lil V. And it's got those 2 expanding arrows right on it. Can't miss it, sir. But it appears I could zoom by pressing Y, too. Okay. By the way, even when you're zoomed in, you can still examine stuff, just like in regular view. Also, you can make use of previous and next frame to get a good look at what's really happening. Only thing you can't do when you're zoomed in is play the footage, so there's that. I see. And how do I zoom out again? Just use the panel on the lower right again, sir. See how it's gone from expanding to collapsing arrows on there? That's because you're still zoomed in. And that's about sums it up. Now let's fire Lil V up for real. Remember, just examine anything you catches your eye, and you'll do fine. The footage from Knight's holding cell. Other than the victim being attacked by the dog, I can't see what else it might show us. But suppose we're wrong. What could we be looking at instead? Could the person in the footage be someone other than Knight? And if so, could whatever attacking them be something else too? I should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage. You never know what you're gonna see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. You'll find something, I'm sure. Okay, let's get at it. What in this footage seems odd? Ooh, okay. It appears we can zoom in through 4 quadrants here. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Hold on. Because I didn't see that when I was streaming. Zoom in on this. And then we go frame by frame. Frame by frame. Watch the mirror, watch the mirror, watch the mirror. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. Wait, hold on. It's coming. Hold on. Wait. Whoa, and there. Right there, you see that? Let me zoom in. Oh, let me get this out of here and zoom in further. That's a security guard hat, isn't it? That's a security guard hat. So I'm gonna do that. The figure is reflected in the mirror here too. Is that a hat? Say, doesn't that look like the hats of the guards wear, sir? Ah, jeez, is that what I think it is? Have there been any reports of one of the animals attacking a guard recently? Not that I've heard of. So this may not be a guard at all, but somebody dressed as one. Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter of the hat. On the matter of the hats? Oh, missing guard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. So, no guards have reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know. But we did hear about a guard's spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a guard? Someone attempting to escape without being noticed. A guard disguise? I guess it might work. Wait, weren't we just talking about someone? We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. Oh, if the person in the footage isn't Knight, then the creature may not be a dog either. You're right, sir. Let's zoom in and check. What in the footage seems odd? Okay. So do we take a look at the dog? Or the alleged dog? Where'd it come from? It looks like, you know what? It looks more cat-like than anything. Let's zoom in. Oh, what the frick is that? What in the hell? Oh! Oh, is it? Oh, no. Is it Teddy? Oh, that's interesting. You zoom... Oh, I see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, what if we zoom it in right when it's at this point here? Can we get a close... Can we get a... Oh. Can we get a better look at that? Zoom. Okay, let's zoom out here and then go back some frames. So we get a good look at this part here. Let's examine. Is it Teddy? Wait, that's... I suspect we may have made a critical error of judgment. What we're looking at here is no dog. This animal is... a bear. A bear. A bear, baby. A bear, baby! That's not a dog. It's a bear.
What? So the paw prints from the photo I took.
We're not canine, but ursine. Yes, yes. Paw prints made by a bear. A bear? So that could mean... Yes, I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? We had assumed that it was Knight in the security footage.
Well, it was his cell. It's hardly a crazy theory.
Perhaps, but now that we know about the hole under the bed, it is no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera.
And who was that, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be?
The person in the security footage is... With the bear, I assume it's Rocco. I believe I know who our god in disguise is. It is none other than Rocco Carcerato, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion.
But the bear in that video is all black.
Indeed, and we have evidence that explains why. The evidence that explains the polar bear's dark fur is... What? Oh! Yeah, the mud pack! The mud pack! The mud pack! Dude. Recall, if you will, Mr. Frank Solid's testimony.
That's the rubber glove I dropped.
Would you care to explain why it's so dirty?
Oh, of course. That's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened.
I see. Around what time would this have been?
Let's see. The show had already started, so around 9 a.m. perhaps. The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud.
While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment.
And that animal could have been...
Indeed, a polar bear. Oh?
Mr. Edgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security camera...
Uh-huh. I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Sawyer mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway, and this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage.
It does?
Yes, let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay?
If it was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 a.m.
In which case something isn't right about the footage.
Really? And what's that?
The time code? Probably the time code. If I should present this. Mrs. Sawyer said he administered the treatment at around 9 a.m., in which case the security footage should also show a time of around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp says 6:42 a.m. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the courtyard to watch the circus. All except three: Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell in the maximum security, Mr. Sawyer, who was administering a mud pack treatment in the workshop, and Rocco Carcerato, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Sawyer before entering the tunnel.
Wow! Look at it go! Yippee!
And the bear then slipped out of Mr. Sawyer's grasp to run after its human.
Where did you go? Hello?
Mr. Sawyer would have then left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw Mr. Canis' dog retrieving the murder weapon from Knight's body. It all fits perfectly, except for the security footage, which should have been recorded from around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off.
But why would the timestamp be wrong?
Detective, I'd like you to have the security camera examined right away, please. You're not gonna believe this! It's 3 hours off! I'm back, sir! I just talked to the guards and... It's correct. Seems like the time codes can slip on these cameras if they lose power. What? They're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops when the power's off. Which would mean the power was off for approximately 3 hours at some point.
Huh.
That's not all, sir. You remember how Knight denied stealing the keys? No one believed him, considering, well, you know, he kind of seemed like the only suspect. Turns out that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knocked out cold, just like the other guy. Which may not necessarily have been a lie.
Darlings, there you all are! Hello. How goes the investigation? Is there anything I can do to help things along?
Actually, there might be something we can do for you, Warden Lagarde. The escapee, Mr. Carcerato, I believe he may still be on the premises. He is disguised as a guard. He is the proof, should you need it. We're reasonably certain that the person captured on this tape is our man. And if I am correct, he might even be right here in this room with us now. Oh? Oh?
Hey, Mr. Carcerato would have been wearing a bracelet, right?
Yes, a bracelet could easily be hidden under the sleeves of the stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors out of the prison proper don't have those sensors that detect bracelets installed. So if you avoided doors with sensors, you could simply wait for an opportunity to finally make his escape.
Well, yes, I suppose he could. He'd just have to avoid the workshops and the cells and... Oh my. He's one of you, isn't he? He's here right now! Hello. Look, it's Teddy!
Oh no! Hey, balls off! Get your mitts off of me, you big palooka! Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm my suspicions. Ah, dude! Dang it, kid! If it wasn't for you, I'd... What a thing is to be loved, huh, Mr. Carcerato? I'm almost envious. Guards, apprehend this man! A moment, if you will. I have some questions for our would-be escapee. If we are to learn the truth, I need to speak with him. With your permission, of course. I can hardly say no now, can I? Dude. Well, come on then. Hit me with your best shot. Mr. Carcerato's escape route led directly into Knight's cell, so it's highly possible he has something to offer. Tell me what you were doing on the day Mr. Knight's body was discovered. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. So it's you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? I had me a guard's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place. So I went for it on the day you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come right up after me. The sack of fur was covered in mud too. Had to go back to a cell. I would have gone away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your meddling dog. And this bear. I would have gone away with it if somebody hadn't offered Knight and brought you bums down here. Oft, Knight, oft. Killed him. You claim to have dug the tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it? How? Used everything I could to get my hands on, see? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer. And whether I got the show for it now. Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow is another day. There's an outside chance Mr. Carcerato and Knight met face to face just before Knight's death. I should see what other details I can extract from him. Okay. Rebuttal! So it was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. Yep. The tunnel you- Shut up! Who are you telling you to hold it? The tunnel you said you don't know nothing! You don't know what I had to do! Had to come crawling in the fix-it monk. Had to grovel in Koto. Day after day after day. How you gonna give me back the hours, huh? The days, the months? I can't get a word in edgewise. You should have never stuck your noses in my tunnel. Never! You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? Hold it! So the tunnel was all your own work? Every inch. You see anybody else in my cell when you was there, huh? That's quite an effort, even for an athlete.
Yeah, now that I think of it, that is an insane amount of digging for one guy.
Yeah, well, you don't even know the half of it, kid. But it ain't like I had a choice. Trust nobody and don't get caught. Them's the rules of a con's gotta live by.
You know, the rules of being a great thief are pretty similar.
Okay, I'd rather you didn't start sympathizing with the suspect.
I was just joking, Mr. Edgeworth.
It ain't no stinking joke to me. You punks owe me. How entitled is this guy? I had me a guard's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place, so I went for it on the day you found the guy. The uniform, was that from the fixer too? Uh-huh, sure was. Heard he had something on one of the guards. Had the guy swipe it from a pal's locker. And were you wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel? Nope, would have got dirt on it. Had to hold onto it until I got to the holding cell. But once I was out of there and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Here we go, I thinks. Freedom beckons, and then the furball here jumps up at me. Which would be the moment captured on camera. I see. I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony. Alright, once I was out of the tunnel and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Hold it! Let's press that then. Opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake, you say? Sure! Anything seems easy after dragging yourself through a hole in the ground. And you were familiar with the layout of the detention center, even though you live in the prison? Why wouldn't I be? It ain't like I've never been there before. If he's familiar with the detention center, then he'd surely be aware that unlike the doors in the main prison, the holding cell doors are locked with actual keys. And I'm sure Mr. Carcerado would have needed that particular piece of evidence to make his escape. But then this little guy had to come right after me. Hold it! When was it that you realized you were being pursued? Right when I had gotten out of the tunnel. Right when I thought I was home free. Ugh. You didn't notice anything before that? When you were in the tunnel, perhaps? No, he wasn't around. I made sure of it. Knew the little guy would have been all over me like a rash if he had been. I was so close, I could smell it. And then there he was, the little bum.
Hey, don't you think you're being a little mean to your friend? Poor Teddy.
Mean nothing. He rumbled me last time and now he's rumbled me again. Kids all over me. What am I supposed to do? Coming after me yesterday was bad enough. The sack of fur was covered in mud too. Had to go back to our cell. You didn't consider trying to escape with Teddy? What if I could have? But all that mud would have given us away. Chances to break out of the slammer don't exactly grow on trees, pal. When one comes along, you gotta do it right. fooled by the one who loves him most. It's almost tragic. There's an outside chance Mr. Carcerado and I met face to face just before his murder. I should listen carefully to each of his statements and look over the evidence we have. Okay, you guys... There's probably this one here, this last one. Once I was out of the tunnel and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. But then, how would you have done it? There was no keys. You come back to the keys. The keys, they didn't find them. They've yet to be recovered. We don't know where they are. You don't know where the keys are. You wouldn't be able to open the cell. He claimed that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as he put it. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Because we can make a problem if you catch my drift. Even once you had reached Knight's cell, you still had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Oh, well, Mr. Carcerado, I pose that your leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key. Oh no, I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake because the door was open. I walked right out. Oh? Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant by that point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you finally succeeded today, it truly was unlocked before because it was after the murder, which you had attempted to escape previously.
Yeah, the security footage shows when you tried and failed because Teddy caught you.
Which was during the circus performance, before the body was discovered. The holding cell was still locked at the time because no one knew that Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key on the cell to you. Without it, your escape would not have been possible.
Are you saying, could he really have?
I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was, in fact, perpetrated by none other than Mr. Carcerado, he is the one who attacked the god. Aha! But not just the god. Knight, too. All to gain possession of the god's keys. It wasn't me, a lousy bum. I didn't even know this night god. After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape. A moment when the prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show, just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend. Says who, huh? Have you got proof, genius? This ain't your win yet, nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard out for the count, and everybody knows it. Oh? Don't play games with me. Knight was as much a victim as the god in this case. As a matter of fact, I have proof that Knight had been attacked in his cell. Is the blood the white floor? Blood on the floor? Uh-huh. We found traces of Knight's blood on the cleanly wiped floor in his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked? And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys. Oi, I oughta. What's with you, huh? That newspaper wiped that blood up good. Ain't no way you should have found it.
Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it up anyway?
If they checked Knight and the god's hands, they would have seen those two never came to blows. But that blood'll give up the whole game. Ain't no way they don't figure that was the third man in the ring. Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they'd have found the tunnel in a heartbeat. So you wiped up the blood to buy yourself a little more time, so you could wait for a better opportunity. Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear of the prison, it seems. Now, hand over the keys. Right in the kiss. Oh my god. Oh, catch him. Oh, he's out. 1, 2, 3, 4. KO'd by a lousy, stinking bum. Fine, you want the keys? Here, I hope you choke on them. Nice. Keys were stolen. They were found in Carcerado's possession. Hooray. Huh?
Wait a moment. If Carcerado here had the keys...
Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on Knight having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he would have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that this theory cannot possibly be true. No! Yes, this changes things up a bit, yeah. Now the only person who could have moved Knight's body is the one person who knew about the tunnel. No! You called me freaking... Mr. Caserato, you're under arrest. Come quietly now, pal. Wait, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do nothing. All right, fine. I knocked those two chumps out, and I stole the keys. But after that, I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went to Knight's cell, there was nobody around, and I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the workshop. You think I just magicked my way there or something? I couldn't have even gotten out of my cell. Indeed, you only had the key to Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. However, but Mr. Canis's dog could. What? It was not you, but Helmut, who moved the body from your cell to the workshop. I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy. Indeed. One can easily imagine that Mr. Caserato and Mr. Canis might have worked together. Mr. Caserato could have killed Knight and dragged him back to the cell. And then Mr. Canis's dog took him from there to the workshop. There are no restrictions on animals' movements within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Caserato. How can you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's more of them and you just don't know. Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough. You got that right. You tried scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Luckily for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of the work for me. What? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself? No, found it when they put me in that cell. It was just there? Right all the way from there to the well in the yard already. Oh. Even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, all right. I just made good on what somebody else already started. Oh. Then what was the original tunnel for? Who knows? You're the one with all the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out.
Ooh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like, to get water from the well or something.
I've heard more plausible scenarios than that in B-grade movies, okay? Damn! Well's dry, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Though, come to think of it, a smell. Yeah, always smelled kinda nice down there. Nice? Gee, I don't know. Smells sort of like dessert, I guess. Oh, the cake! A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. Where did we come across a sweet scent before? From Knight's body. Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet smell when we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent of the body and traced its route back through the prison. And that, Mr. Caserato, was how we found your tunnel. Oh! Could that same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well? Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth. You mean to suggest that this is evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel? I do. Furthermore, Mr. Caserato, you're the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access. You have our thanks, Mr. Caserato. Truly. Finally the truth comes into view. Now, unburden yourself. It is time. Confess your role in this tragic incident. What? You ain't putting this on me! I'm glad to see that we are finally in agreement, Your Honor. Oh, if only we were, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Caserato may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body. Instead, I believe that he lent Mr. Knight the use of the keys he stole.
You gotta be kidding me!
Granted, it seems likely that he attacked Mr. Knight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Caserato had reached a certain agreement? What kind of agreement exactly? Mr. Knight was plotting an escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And here was that precise means, in the form of the keys Mr. Caserato had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Caserato himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only to shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Caserato's plans would be ruined. And so, the two struck a deal. Lady, the only striking I do is with my fists! My, you still deny it? So, hug anyone? We're agreeing that we still disagree? Mr. Knight had Mr. Caserato unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Saint was then able to move him into the prison proper just as planned. Whoa.
Aha! And then he took Mr. Knight into the workshop and did the dirty deed.
Objection!
With neither of you listening, the scent of Knight's body proves that it was taken through the tunnel. It was moved from his cell to the... Oh. Perhaps if you would let me finish, Mr. Edgeworth. I am not denying that Mr. Knight's body was moved through the tunnel. Then what are you driving at?
Is this a trick question?
As you say, Mr. Edgeworth, the sweet scent shows the route the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell.
Huh? Then how did it get down there?
There is another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard. Could a body have not entered the tunnel from there?
The well in the yard? Oh yeah, that thing!
Oh yeah. Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop, he took it outside. There he killed Mr. Knight and threw his body down the well. Damn. Mr. Canis' dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body here to his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. Huh. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at the approximate time of the body's discovery? The show.
The circus show, right? Regina and Simeon were performing for everyone. Wait, Simeon! Ah!
Oh shoot, dude. Oh shoot, uh-oh. Indeed. And so you see how it must have also have been him who disposed of the body. Judge Cavell is a truly formidable opponent. She has so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts. I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop. And as we have established, Mr. Saint was upstage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well, and I'm sure you will agree. Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the well, you cannot conclusively say that it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time. Yeah, wasn't there everybody else watching? My sympathies, Mr. Edgeworth. But it simply could not have. What? Mr. Carcerado was using the tunnel at around the time the show began. Mr. Carcerado, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there? No. Place was clean. If the body had been at the bottom of the well before the show began, Mr. Carcerado would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing. Undeterred. Which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop at some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint?
What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
If the body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well, things don't look good for Mr. Saint. It does not. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh, God. Still, Your Honor, your theory is still just that, a theory. A game theory. And I pose that you lack the evidence to back it up. Oh, I concede that, for the moment, I do not. May I suggest that we investigate the yacht again? Very well. May the goddess of justice go with you. We're going. Now then, to the yacht. Perhaps we can finally put this case to rest. Oh. What's that sound?
Yikes! Is there a fire?
Did somebody else escape? Should we maybe skip town too? Oh. Darlings, please, there's nothing to be alarmed about. By which I mean, that's not an alarm, it's the dinner bell. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it.
It certainly scared the heck out of me.
That's the dinner bell? The hell? I'm so sorry, Sweet Pea. I hope you can forgive us. Alright, you two, back to your posts. Chop chop. Get this guy first. Get Rocco. And as for you, Rocco Carcerado, it's time you went back to your room. Yeah, fine. I'll get the picture. Come on, Teddy. We're out of here. Warden Lagarde, we'd like to take one more look around the area. Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? Visiting hours are over, I'm afraid. Tomorrow, No, it's imperative that we investigate it right away.
I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you? Murderers, escapees, so eventful. It's time our guest went home to Betty Bars, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ugh. Come on now, darling. Don't make me bore you with all that I am the warden, this is an order nonsense. Oh. Warden Lagarde is right. Her word is law here, and we must respect her wishes. Mr. Edgeworth, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. The matter of your standing can wait. I bid you all good day. Oh, I bid you all good day. That's still Gavel. She didn't even turn around to bow to us.
I'm coming too.
What are you waiting for, kittykins? Off you go. Fine. At least that is a tomorrow for me. The sun will come out tomorrow. Judge Gavel believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well and then taken through Mr. Crossrado's cell to the workshop. But is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? She also seems to believe Mr. Sane had to be the one to move the body. But was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Tomorrow's another day. We'll figure out a way to save Simeon. I know we will.
Yes, we will. I will prove that Mr. Saint is innocent, beyond a shadow of a doubt. To be continued. Boy, oh boy, howdy. What a perfect session, like, dude. That could not have gone any better. Oh boy, dude. Crime scene recreation? Oh shoot. Oh, we're bringing out Little Thief, are we? Did we bring out Little Thief? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're going to be ending it off for today. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you to Dill for the raid. Axelot, Dillium, Billiam. Go follow Dill if you haven't already. Let me give him another shout out here. And to everybody who liked and followed on other platforms, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed yourself here. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, as I said earlier in the stream, we're live all weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Splatfest, Splatfest, Splatfest in celebration of Splatoon Raiders coming out very soon. And we'll be getting a Switch 2 for that. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, starting at the same time as we did today. That's when the Splatfest starts. And then on Saturday, it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern. That's when, and then we'll go on for the regular Splatter Day length. Play until 1 hour of Tricolor. I know I say I'm excited for that, but I'm going to set my expectations low because Tricolor is BS. Truly is. And then on Sunday, live again at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please tune in for that if you are able to. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be fun. We're representing Team Speed for that. It's between Speed, Power, and Tactics. So we are Team Speed. So if you have not yet chosen your Splatfest team already and you want to join us for the Splatfest, then choose Team Speed. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go and raid into... Let's see. Who are we raiding? We raiding, dude. Oh, Daniel is still alive. Daniel's still live? How long has he been live for? Oh my gosh. Been live for 4 hours? Alright, let's go give him some love here. Give him the energy to push through. There you go. Copy whichever raid message you have access to, whichever one suits you. Just know that I love you. Either way, thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I will see you tomorrow for Splatter Weekend. If not, I hope to see you sometime very, very soon. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Have a good one. Bye-bye. 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 Bye, poops. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 La 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 la.